Hello Doverns. So before we start lesson 1 of our Maths No Problem on time, what we're going to do is recap our analog clocks that we made in our last video and have a little practice at telling the time and making the time on our clocks, just so we're that little bit more confident before we start our first proper lesson. So just to remind you, time is a measure of how long something takes. For example, it might take 10 minutes to eat a meal, half an hour to walk to school, or even many years for a baby to reach old age. The units you use to measure time are based on the movement of the earth. This is because in the days before clocks and watches, people used the position of the sun and the moon to tell what time of day, month and year it was. Okay, so it's just a little bit of a background recap. So let's have a look at what we annotated on our clock. So we have our minute hand and we have our hour hand. So our minute hand points to the minutes and the hour hand points to the hours. Okay, as you can see, we annotated our hours around the clock here, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we also have our minutes in our multiples of 5 and our little lines which mark 1 minute. How many minutes are there in an hour? If you said 60, well done. How many hours in a day? If you said 24, well done. How many seconds in a minute? If you said 60, well done. Okay, so when our minute hand is pointing at the 12, that means it is o'clock. So here it would be 4 hours and it's on the 12, so it's 4 o'clock. If our minute hand is on the 3, we are a quarter of the way into the hour, which means we are quarter past the hour. Quarter past 4. What about if our minute hand is on the 6? We are halfway through the hour, so we are half past 4. And if you look closely, your hour hand should be halfway between the 4 and the 5. If our minute hand is on the 9, we could say 3/4 into the hour, but it's a bit of a mouthful and people don't really tend to say that. Instead, we say we are a quarter of the way to the next hour. We've got a quarter of the hour left until we are o'clock again. So we say quarter to the next hour, which is 5. Quarter to 5. Okay, so o'clock, quarter past, half past and quarter to are all to do with the minute hand. Okay, so what I would like you to do is have your clock out in front of you.